Animals have always been and played an important part in Hinduism, and various animals are also seen as a mount to various gods and goddesses. There are 27 nakshatras, and every nakshatra has an animal associated with it. Now, these animals are also called as yoni or sexual animal type. We can analyze the qualities, traits, behavioral patterns, and animal instincts of each of these animal and can link that to the personality traits, love bonding behaviors of each nakshatra. People associated with a specific nakshatra tend to behave similarly to that of an animal's behavior, especially in the domain of that planet, lord, and houses. Today, specifically, we will dive into the connection of female elephants with the Revati Nakshatra. But before that, welcome to Soma Vedic Astrology channel. Please like and subscribe to not miss any future updates. A healthy adult elephant don't have any natural predators, which means no enemies, and a healthy adult elephant fears no animals. But if an elephant is injured, weak, or young, then they are preyed upon by lions, tigers, hyenas, crocodiles. Lions here represents Dhanishta and Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Tiger here represents Vishaka and Chitra Nakshatra. Small serpents do not attack gigantic, healthy adult elephant. They generally target smaller animals. So snakes or serpents here represents Rohini and Mrigashira Nakshatra. There is also a well-known myth that elephants are afraid of mice and rats, which is actually not true. Elephants actually get scared or surprised of the quick and the sudden movements rather than the specific rodent or rat, which is why elephants tend to overreact due to seeing sudden quick movements. Elephants are rather more afraid of bees than rats. Rats here represents Magha and Purva Falguni Nakshatra. Elephants are more endangered due to human and human related activities than animals. Revati is most compatible with Bharani Nakshatra because it shows an union between the male and the female elephant. So, an ecosystem behavior also explains the nakshatra compatibility. Now, why are elephants needed in the ecosystem? Elephants need huge spaces to walk as they are such gigantic creatures, so they push away the trees to create new footpaths and pathways for them to walk. This footpath that is created by elephants is also used by deers and various other small animals. So, elephants are not only making ways for themselves but are also making the way for other small beings. So, Revati here is the one who is showing the right direction to the ones who are unable to find their correct direction in their life. If your dasha of the planet sitting in Revati gets activated, you might encounter a person who comes into your life to show you what the right direction for you is at that point of time, and you will be needing that advice the most during that time because you will be feeling completely lost at that moment of your life. Revati is a navigator. Revati is a pathfinder. So, all the latest online navigation systems are part of Revati Nakshatra. So, malefics in Revati might bring struggles to follow the instructions of navigation apps, getting lost on the way to one's destination, or accidents on the road. Revati is doing a tough job of creating an entirely new path which benefits not only himself or herself but to the rest of the world. So, this shows that others are seeing you as an inspiration and wants to follow your footstep. Revati is an inspiration and people follow Revati. Revati here makes things easy for the next generation because Revati is doing the tough work by taking a path less taken. So Revati is doing a noble, charitable, and much bigger act by not working for self but for working for the greater good. Revati is part of the 12th house in the natal chart. 12th house also shows loss of self, loss of ego. So Revati here is the one losing one's ego for greater good. Now elephants during the dry or the drought season, when there is not much water source available, elephants can create their own water sources by digging holes using their tusk. These holes are called as water holes. They dig this hole to extract the salt inside the soil, which helps them keep hydrated in extreme drought like conditions. The water holes that they dig are also used by other animals. Hence, elephants are resilient beings. They are able to survive even in an extreme drought like scenarios. This also is an attribute of Revati Nakshatra natives. Revati here also is a natural nurturer because the water holes are also used by other animals. Revati does not even have to put efforts to nurture others, it comes so natural to them. The water holes here also represents artistic or creations of Revati, which not only helps the native but also to the wider set of people. Now, what do elephants eat? Elephants spend around 18 hours of their day eating and grazing. Due to their large size, they need a huge amount of food and water to sustain themselves. They graze all the vegetation of one location and then they migrate to the next location once the vegetation of existing place is over. So elephants here takes away the vegetation of a location, which also has a similar themes to Revati and 12th house of losing things. But this losing is for the greater good so that there is a space made for the new vegetation, for the fresh produce to come. Elephants are mammals and herbivore animals. They mostly eat fruits, grass, leaves, twigs, and they don't eat any kind of meat. So if second lord is connected to Revati, they try to eat vegetarian food and abstain from meat is a good remedy for this nakshatra. Tree bark is a favorite food source for elephants. It has essential nutrients which helps them in digestion. Elephants use their tusk to tear off the barks from the tree. So with this breaking apart of bark from the tree resonates to the destruction, loss, which is generally the themes of 12th house and Revati. But at the end, this destruction and losses serves a big and a greater purpose. Elephants only sleep for around 5 hours in a night. So if 12th lord is connected to Revati, you might sleep less hours. Affliction to Revati might show difficulty in sleeping due to wrong sleep schedules, insomnia, nightmares, sleeping disorders, sleepwalking, etc. Now, where do elephants live? Elephants are adaptable and can be found in forests, woodlands, grasslands, savannas, swamps, deserts. So, if the fourth lord is in Revati, it might you might not settle at one place for a long period of time. They might relocate to a new location or a new house periodically. Living in just one location for the entire life is not possible. Mercury, the Vimashotri planetary lord of Revati, also shows the adaptable nature of Revati. The symbol of Revati is two fishes swimming in opposite directions. So, a home closer to a water body such as lakes, rivers, oceans is generally what people like, with fourth lord sitting in Revati Nakshatra. Now, elephants are not territorial animals compared to other mammals. They do not defend their areas as aggressively as compared to other mammals. So, Revati is not an aggressive star. Pushan, the deity of Revati, is considered one of the softest deities. Revati does not have much obsession with single location and that single territory, and does not have that idea of settlement, of settling down. They rather love the idea of going to a different place and experiencing different cultures. Revati is part of the 12th house, which also represents foreign stays, living in locations which are not familiar to us right from the start. Now, elephants have by default wrinkles on the skin, but these wrinkles protect elephants from harsh sunlight and harsh weather. Wrinkles also help to retain the dust, which acts as a protective layer during the extreme weather conditions. Wrinkles here represents old age, wisdom, comes mostly from living life experiences for a long time. Revati represents getting wiser and wiser by overcoming tough situations and experiences. Affliction to Revati might also give skin acne or other skin related issues, as planetary lord here is also Mercury, which represents one's skin. Elephants cover their skin with a layer of dust to protect them from harsh sun as well as from parasites. So, the themes of skin care, skin treatments, beauty treatments, facial beauty related things are all associated with Revati, because Venus, the planet of beauty and luxury, exalts in Revati in its last pada. Elephants love to take mud baths to protect themselves from harsh, scorching sunlight and to protect their skin from the UV rays of the sun, as their skin is super sensitive. So, the first thing we see here is issue with the planet Sun because of them going into mud baths to protect them from sun. So, planet Sun, as we know, has its Karakasthan in the 12th house, naturally represented by the Pisces zodiac sign, and Revati being part of the Pisces zodiac sign. So, planet Sun is super uncomfortable when placed in the 12th house. Apart from this, we can also see themes of enjoying luxury baths, chilling in swimming pool, chilling in spas and saunas, going on international vacations. All these can be seen from Revati Nakshatra, as Venus, the planet of luxury, chilling, is getting exalted here. Now, elephants are highly intelligent animals and have excellent memory skills and recalling ability. They have a huge brain structure compared to that of humans. The only way elephants are able to survive in a drought like condition is due to their recalling capability of the mind. The idiom having an elephant memory also refers to the excellent memory skills of elephants. They have an excellent ability to recall past location, people they have met in the past, and they store a mental map of every location, every situation, and every people they have encountered in their life and in their past. They can recognize an animal, person, or location even if they have hadn't had a contact with them for many years. This shows the relation of elephants to derive wisdom based on the past experiences or past events of their life. So, Revati people can make decisions based on their past experiences, and it makes them naturally intuitive. Revati also has the ability to finding lost and stolen and missing items, peoples, and animals due to this recalling ability. On the one hand, Revati shows excellent memory related ability abilities, also due to the association with planetary lord Mercury. But on the other hand, Revati might also struggle due to this very same quality, to let go of the past and the past traumatic situations. Okay, now the learning for Revati here is to let go. Elephants are also able to recognize themselves in the mirror. Not many animal species are able to do this. So, Revati natives know their true self by letting go of their ego. Elephants do seasonal migrations to find food and water, and they travel vast distances, around hundreds of kilometers, in search of food, water, and good weather. Elephants use their memory skills to navigate such long distances and almost have a mental map of all locations in their mind. This shows Revati's love for travel. They love to travel long distance journeys, going to foreign lands, visiting different countries and different locations to escape from the mundane realities of life. Revati likes to escape from the day to day world, and they like to go and relax and chill in some remote places in the form of vacations. So, if your seventh lord is in Revati, then your spouse might love to take these international trips, might like to go on vacations. If your seventh lord is in Revati, it might also show your spouse could be someone who is coming from far away location. If your fourth lord is in Revati, you might get opportunity of foreign residence when this time period gets activated. If your ninth or third lord is in Revati, it might show your affinity for frequent long distance travels. Pushan is the deity of Revati Nakshatra, which is also invoked for safe travels and for safe journeys. Elephants are also able to remember all their migration routes. So, Revati is a good nakshatra for any travel related work or for travel related business travels, to be into any tours and travel related industry, to be a driver, a captain, a pilot, a ferryman, a tour guide. All this is beneficial with Revati Nakshatra. Elephants remember things for a very long time, sometimes almost until the end of life. Elephants are the one who knows the past. They are very intuitive. Hence, Revati is the one who has the sixth sense, that intuition, and they work based more on their intuitive ability rather than having practical thinking. Elephants have slow speed compared to other mammals because of their bulky weight. They walk slowly, but ultimately they reach their destination. Hence, a Revati person will take long time in those specific areas of life where Revati is present and where the planet is sitting. So there will be themes of giving away, dealing with losses, letting go during this long journey of reaching to one's destination. So, example, if fifth lord is in Revati, so one's creative process will be slow, but the end product is to such an exceptional quality that it is difficult to compete with it. Fifth lord in Revati, let's say it is for some cinema maker, the person will make one cinema in 5 years, but the level of that cinema would be such that it will break all the records and it will win all the awards possible. Now, you will know when an elephant is making an entry. It is grand, oversized, magnanimous, loud, and something which cannot be ignored. Elephants have larger than life appeal. They are so huge that they cannot be ignored. So, a Revati person cannot be ignored. They have the ability to get things done and have a larger than life appeal. Elephants have long and flexible trunks, and it has multi purpose utility. They use their trunk to bathe themselves, to breathe, to smell, and also to feed and to drink water. So Revati will have one special power, one special ability which can literally drag them from tough situations to good situations. Elephants have extremely large ears. It represents importance of gaining wisdom and knowledge, which is also theme of Revati Nakshatra. Elephants are great swimmers and they can swim for long distances. Their size restricts their movements. They can walk, swim, but they cannot jump. Now, who would have imagined that a bulky creature like an elephant can swim, right? So, Revati person can like to swim. Revati has immense love for water. Places like Bali, Thailand, with so much water around, is a paradise for Revati person. But elephants cannot jump, so any sports activity related to jumping might not be suitable for Revati Nakshatra people. Elephants are known to have an empathetic nature. They display and feel emotions just like humans. Elephants can display a wide variety of emotions such as happiness, anger, and sadness. They have the art of expressing emotions just like an artist. An artist has so much depth of emotions and he or she uses it to express via art. Hence, Revati is very much linked to creativity and conveying one's emotions via one's art forms. Imagination, creativity, art has no boundaries in Revati Nakshatra. Elephants usually understand a sense of loss, grieving, crying, and they also mourn for the death of near and dear ones, even after many years of the death of near and dear ones. Elephants are also calm and compassionate beings. So, this represents the highly emotional intelligence and empathetic nature that Revati people have. Affliction to Revati might also lead to depressive tendencies due to being unable to cope with loss and grief. Themes of graveyards, funerals is also linked to Revati, which kind of represents ending of things or closing of a chapter. Elephants use their tusk to dig water holes and to show their dominance, as we already discussed. They also use the tusk to defend themselves. Tusk is also used to break branches and leaves. These ivory tusks make the elephant species endangered because elephants are hunted for these ivory tusks. Ivory is a prized possession and a collectible and is used in luxury goods such as limited edition artifacts, piano keys, false teeth, used in luxury ornaments and luxury jewelry. Tusk here is a luxury and represents luxurious products because Venus, the planet of luxury, is exalted in Revati. So, Revati person might like to own luxury products. Let's say Venus is in Revati, the luxury products could be in the form of high end clothes, high end bags, etc. Tusk is nothing but the teeth of elephant, right? Pushan, the deity of Revati, had its teeth removed by Rudra. Hence, afflicted Revati, especially when connected to second lord, can show themes such as having cavities, using teeth aligners for your teeth, getting your wisdom teeth removed, teeth whitening procedures, and dental issues. Revati connected to the eighth lord or eighth house might show some event related to dental health insurance. If fourth lord is in Revati, then your mother might be somebody who is struggling with cavities in teeth. If it is the seventh lord, same applies to your spouse. If tenth lord is in Revati, then one of the career path can be seen from this nakshatra is of being of a dentist. Elephants are more prone to tuberculosis, pneumonia, rabies, diseases related to foot and mouth. So, if sixth lord is connected to Revati, then the person might be more prone to such diseases. Elephants are known to communicate over large distances. Their communication is generally a feet vibration passed through the soil, passed through the earth. They produce this low frequency sounds that can travel very long distance to the elephant on the other side. Touching is also something which is another form of communication of elephants. So now these things shows themes of touch being important in the romantic process of Revati. It also, if fifth lord, seventh lord is connected to Revati, it also shows a Revati native is has the ability to decipher or to understand feeling of one's partner, even if he or she is not in the same region or country, or even if he or she is not able to communicate it verbally. The kind of scenarios I guess you must have seen in movies and TVs where one partner is able to understand or get a hunch of something bad happening to another partner living across the ocean. Revati has the natural sixth sense or intuition to understand the feelings without communication by the other party. A healthy and fit elephant is so strong that sometimes lions and tigers are also scared to attack that healthy elephant. Imagine lion, the king of jungle, scared to attack an elephant. This kind of displays an inner power which elephants have, but elephants don't realize it. It is kind of a secret. Private isolatory power which is there, but it is not recognized publicly. So Revati, which is part of 12th house representing privacy, isolation, something which is not public, also shows similar themes of the power not being recognized publicly. Lion will still be recognized as the king of the jungle even if elephants are so strong. So the power of elephant here is getting hidden or getting overshadowed by other stronger or by other animals, not stronger animals, other animals in general. So hence Revati is strong nakshatra with a lot of capability, but Revati is also so sattvic and pure in nature, which is why it generally gets overshadowed by other tamasic and rajasic nakshatras. Now, female elephants are more agreeable in nature. They are not an aggressive type unless it is provoked. They are very, very social animals and they prefer to live in close family structures, which also includes close members of their family as well as their relatives, and is usually a family unit comprised of multi generational family structure. Female elephants share a very strong bond with their family members. There is usually a lead female elephant acting as a matriarch or the head of the family unit. When the matriarch dies, the eldest daughter takes over. So, if the fourth lord is in Revati, this might display a person living in multi generational family homes. Example could be three generations living together in a joint family under single roof. These elephant family units cooperate in major duties like protecting baby elephants, protecting the crowd or group in general, finding food and caring, giving and raising the baby elephants. So Revati is a nakshatra who is very much aware of its parental duties, is very much responsible being when it comes to giving child care related services. Female elephant mothers are very empathetic and not only care for their own babies but are also concerned for the well being of other elephants' babies as well. Hence, Revati is also connected to fostering others' children, taking care of orphans, adoption, caregiving, that too without any selfish intentions. A female elephant is very loyal to its family and can do anything to protect the well being of one's family. So, Revati is a family person who wants well being of all the family members, and all you have to do is to earn Revati's loyalty, is to be part of that family, to make you fit somehow in that family, and Revati will be loyal to you forever. Revati has the ability to take risks for their near and dear ones. It is the most selfless of all the 27 nakshatras. Female baby elephants may stay with their maternal herd for the rest of their lives, while male baby elephants leave the herd as soon as they reach their puberty. Male elephants search in various family units to search for their potential mates. Female elephants usually wants the biggest, the strongest, the most dominant, and the most persistent male elephant as their mate. They engage in affectionate behaviors like cuddling and foreplay. Female elephants also play hard to get. So, these are the themes which can be applied to Revati if it is connected to 5th or 7th Lord or 5th or 7th house. Now, female elephants have estrous cycle, also kind of an ovulation period, during which the female elephant chooses the mate, and generally older, stronger, and larger male elephants get success to attract the female elephant. So now you understand the preference of a Revati person. Now, female elephant have the longest tenure of pregnancy or gestation period amongst all the mammals. It is around close to around 2 years of gestation period. Imagine 2 years of pregnancy. That would be so tough, right? Now, this shows that if the fifth lord is connected to Revati, the baby inside the womb might take a long time to come out, and one might probably have to do a C section for the baby to come out of the womb. It might also mean long delay in having their first child, delaying the process of childbirth. When fifth lord is connected to Revati, could be due to one or the other reason. Again, need to see the chart for it. Now, female elephants can have babies up to 50 years, when up till when they are 50 years of their age, and elephants have a baby every 2.5 to 4 years of gap. So this shows that if an unafflicted and well placed planet is there in Revati, then there is an ability to conceive even at relatively older ages, again depending on the desh kal patra. Twins are a very rare sight in elephant pregnancy. Generally, a female elephant gives birth to one elephant, two max, in single pregnancy time period. So, fifth lord in Revati, chances of twins is rare unless there are other overriding factors in the chart. Average female elephant mother has four babies in their entire lifetime. Imagine being the longest living mammal but still only producing four babies in an average in their entire life on earth. So Revati natives might have a lesser than average number of their own biological children, depending again on the Deshkal Patra. But usually, Revati compensates it with having adoptive children. Malefics or affliction to Revati might display low fertility levels. Elephants are highly sensitive and caring animals and soothe their babies with their trunks if the baby is crying. Elephants are very empathetic and compassionate beings. So Revati here is very much connected to parenthood, taking care of the babies, irrespective whether it's your own biological baby or not. If fourth lord is in Revati, one's mother could be an active caregiver, homemaker who is excellent in nourishing and nurturing and caregiving related roles and duties to one's child, or this caregiving work can be via one's as a form of work. Affliction to Revati might give breastfeeding related issues. Elephants have playful nature, especially until they reach maturity. They are a very mischievous and playful beings. Elephants' trumpet is a loud noise they make when they're excited, or when they want to play, or when they are in some kind of fight. So, if fifth lord is in Revati, this can give a very naughty, mischievous, playful child in the early phase of the child's life, but later, as the child grows older, he or she becomes very wise and mature, just like the wisdom an elephant possesses. Fifth lord in Revati might also show affinity to watching prank videos, comedy, and roasting videos. Some Revati might also be good in comedy due to the playful nature, good sense of humors of elephants. And Vimshotri planetary lord of Revati is also Mercury, which coincides with this trait. Elephants are amongst the longest living animals. So, in its way, it represents the timelessness associated with Revati Nakshatra. Venus exalts here, and usually a luxury segment is associated with some keywords such as a timeless piece, a classic piece, an everlasting piece, right? So, timeless, luxury, all this is themes of Revati Nakshatra. Now, some research says that swans, elephants, both male and female, and sheep display homosexual behavior, same sex bonding, they have same sex partners in some cases. So, elephants here are somewhat also related to homosexuality. White elephants are considered sacred and royalty in Thailand and is a national elephant animal of Thailand. And we all know that Thailand is so open, accepting, and forward in thinking when it comes to LGBTQ rights and same sex marriages. Revati might also have similar themes of homosexuality in certain combinations. Now, in ancient war, the army consisted of cavalry, elephants, chariots, infantry. Both male and female elephants were used in the war in ancient times. Elephants were used to induce fear due to their gigantic appearance and to defeat the opponent psychologically. Elephants, due to their big size, gave a certain height or a towering ability to get a bird's eye view in the war to attack key opponents. When the soldier is at a height, then only the soldier can see the army formation of the opponent and can devise or modify the last minute strategies in the war in order to win the battle. So, elephants were also used to disrupt the cavalry and to disrupt the formation of the foot soldiers. The more the number of elephants a king had in his army, the more powerful he was considered. Hence, elephants symbolizes royal power, royal authority, prestige, strength, and high social status. In some cases, elephants were also intoxicated before entering the war so that they don't have any inhibition and can attack more freely. Drunk elephants became more uncontrolled and had the potential of more destruction. This also kind of relates to the escapism tendency of Revati Nakshatra to indulge into all kind of escapist activities if afflicted. Alcohol, substance abuse, cigarettes, all these kind of escapist attitude, if afflicted, can be seen connected to Revati Nakshatra. Elephants were also used as a royal transport, carrying the royalty, especially the king, when returning back after winning a battle. So, the themes of transportation from one place to other, long journeys, and long travels is also synonymous to Revati Nakshatra. Every animal has set of strengths and weaknesses when it comes to war. Elephants had weaknesses of getting attacked by arrow or a javelin or via fire. So, to conclude, elephants were used as the war animals. Goddess Kali, which is also a fierce form of goddess Parvati, is also known to kill demons. So, here themes of losing things, losing life, emerging victorious after a major loss, because in war you just not you lose your own army in a major chunk as well, right? So in this way, Revati is connected to all these themes. Now elephant is also there as a piece in chess or shatranj or chaturanga. If we carefully look at elephant chess piece, it looks like a castle or a fort or a watchtower, where a person is standing in the tower, can see and assess the entire chess field or the battlefield. We already discussed elephant being used as an actual watchtower in ancient wars. This shows the themes of seeing the bigger picture, having a bird's eye view before delving into anything in Revati Nakshatra. Elephants can move any number of square vertically or horizontally without jumping. Elephant piece takes simple and straight forward path, showing a straightforward attitude of Revati Nakshatra. Elephant chess piece is position is in the corner of the chessboard. Its path is initially blocked in the game and has to wait initially until the surrounding chess piece makes way for it to progress ahead. So initially, it might seem that the elephant piece is just lying there unmoved, but later in the game, the same piece gains tremendous prominence and dominance due to its motion. So here we understand the themes of patience, waiting for the right moment, right time, right place. Time is the keyword associated with Revati Nakshatra. A Revati person might be put into corners earlier, but Revati is the one who will be able to help in critical times. A well known idiom, let's address elephant in the room, which means addressing something which is usually not discussed, or addressing a controversy, or having a difficult conversation. So this is what is the crux of Revati, where you will have to address a difficult conversation. That statement, we need to talk, is kind of a famous Revati statement, we can say. Now Mercury, the karaka of conversation, is also the lord of Revati Nakshatra. Lord Ganesha, the one who removes obstacles as we know him as the Vignaharta, also has an elephant head and also is a representation of immense wisdom one can gain. Lord Ganesha also wrote Mahabharata, dictated by Ved Vyas with his tusk. So, tusk teeth here is again such a prominent thing used, with this Revati Nakshatra. Elephant is a mount of goddess Lakshmi, Sachi Devi, Lord Indra, and Guru Brihaspati. So we know Revati is a part of Pisces zodiac sign, whose ruler is Guru Brihaspati, which means Jupiter. Now, due to this, you might encounter people related to nakshatras of Lord Indra, Goddess Lakshmi, and Guru Brihaspati when this Dasha period is active. Lord Indra specifically has a white elephant which is called as Airaavat, and Airaavat is king of all the elephants. We will see the story of Airaavat in a separate video though. Goddess Saraswati rides a swan, but she rode an elephant when she came to Shiva and Parvati's wedding. So, Revati symbol is also drum, which is also used in weddings and celebrations and festive occasions, joyous celebrations. Goddess Ganga rides crocodile or Makara, a creature with the body of crocodile and the trunk of an elephant. We'll see these stories attached to each of these deities in separate videos. Elephants are seen as gatekeepers in various houses and palaces. So, Revati also represents a doorway or entrance into another realm. Elephants are used to represent states as a state animal and is a state animal of Jharkhand, Kerala, and Karnataka. Elephant is also the national animal of Thailand. Elephant is also used to represent symbols and logos of various political parties and sports groups across the world. The Elephant Whisperer is a film which won an Oscar, is closely related to Revati's quality of loving animals, of loving kids, of loving the weaker sections of the society. There was also a Gajgamini walk which went viral some time back, which is also linked to elephants. Elephants are also used in religious processions and ceremonies are and usually decorated and beautified for the same. So Revati's symbol is also drum, an instrument usually played in various celebrations and joyous occasions of life. So this shows immense importance of elephants all across the world. Now let us see some famous brands with elephant related logos. There was a limited edition Rolls Royce model that had elephant into their design elements. So, again, this related to Revati, linked to a car, which is a mode of travel, mode of transportation, as is connected to Revati. But it is no ordinary car, it comes under the luxury segment, as Venus, the planet of luxury, is exalted in Revati. Many beer breweries, coffee companies around the world have elephant logos. One such example is Black Ivory Coffee Company. Now, this company is known to have the most expensive coffee in the world. Again, highlight here is most expensive. So, again, themes of luxury, Venus exaltation can be seen. Pushan, the deity of Revati Nakshatra, usually consumed liquids because of teeth issue. So liquids, waters, alcohols, coffee, any kind of liquid, juices, related companies can be connected to Revati Nakshatra. Now there are some zoos around the world having elephant as their logos. Some examples is Budapest Zoo, Kolner Zoo. This also matches Revati's deity Pushan's description of being the lord of animals, being the protector of animals living in the forest. Now there is a company Muthoot Finance, which is a NBFC company with an elephant logo. Revati is part of the Pisces zodiac sign, whose lord is Jupiter, which is usually connected to banks. So, some trust funds, NGOs, charity organizations, financial institution can be seen having the elephant logo. Fevicol, I guess, the most famous brand of adhesive, which again kind of represents the strength keeping objects together after joining two things using that adhesive, also has elephant as a logo. So, themes of strength, resilience can be seen connected to Revati with this brand. Now, Drunk Elephant is a skincare solution company. So we know The nakshatra lord of Revati is Mercury, and Mercury is the karaka of skin. And since Venus exalts in Revati, this company has a theme of caring for the skin, which is kind of a beauty enhancing thing, right? Now, Times of India is a leading newspaper, one of the leading newspaper in India, also has elephants, two elephants in its logo. So this is a newspaper channel. I think digital is also there in this generation. So generally, like, it is a communication medium. And planetary lord of Revati is what? It is Mercury, which is also the karaka of communication. There is another app which is called as Evernote. Evernote is an app for note writing, has a green elephant logo. Green is a color representing Mercury planet, and it is a writing app again representing the nakshatra lord of Revati, which is Mercury. Now, Zoji Rushi, I don't know if I'm spelling it right. Zoji Rushi is a Japanese company which manufactures kitchen appliances such as rice cookers. So, Pushan is the deity which is generally also known to eat rice porridges. So if you see all the brands which has elephant as logo has somewhat loosely connected themes with Revati Nakshatra. Now, some elephant locations could be Elephanta Caves in Mumbai, India, which is a cave temple of Lord Shiva. It was named Elephanta by the Portuguese based on the Elephanta statues inside the caves. There is also a place called Elephant and Castle in South London, named based on a pub. War animals, including elephants, are also depicted in Ellora caves located in Aurangabad, India. Sanchi Stupa in Madhya Pradesh, India also has depictions of elephants. There are many more such locations related to elephants, but I cannot cover it in a single video. Do comment down below if you know any. Now, a white elephant was an animal which was marked the presence in the dreams of Queen Maya, the mother of Gautam Buddha. Now, various stages and predictors at that time came to decipher the dream of Queen Maya, and they deciphered the future and wonders and greatness of Gautama Buddha via this dream. We'll see the story in separate video, but the point here is that Revati Nakshatra, which is naturally connected to dreams and getting divine interventions, divine messages via dreams. Revati also here gets linked to other realms and getting signals and messages from realms apart from earth. Revati is also linked to the desire to fulfill one's dreams. If you have fourth lord in Revati, you might have paintings, arts, sculptures, or some decor items with the word or imagery of dream in your residing space or in your home. If 10th lord is in Revati, you would like to work in your dream company. You might have such imagery, sculptures at your workplace. Revati is part of the Pisces zodiac sign and part of the last house of the natal chart, which is the 12th house, and we see dreams and imaginations, all these from the 12th house and Pisces zodiac sign. Hence, naturally, Revati is connected to dreams. So, see how this is all so interrelated. Now, animal enthusiast, I urge you to mention any other things that I might have missed in this video when it comes to female elephants. I hope you guys loved the video. It takes immense efforts to put out such videos. Please do like and support the channel. Thank you for watching the video and have a nice day.